Allen again for three.
In 1999, Justin Allen came to Arizona State chasing a basketball dream. His freshman season, he played in every game. The summer of 2000, the 6'7", 225-pound forward was looking ahead to his second season with the Sun Devils. But a trip to the doctor after a period of unexplained weight loss brought his world crashing down. Just 19 years old, Justin Allen was told he had Hodgkin's disease, a form of cancer.
When anyone comes up and says, oh, you have the C word, you know, all of a sudden all these things start hitting you. You start thinking, and my sister's best friend died of cancer, so that was one of the first things that came to my mind. But after, like I said, after I had all the people there for me and just helped me mentally, I pretty much got that out of my head and tried to think positively. And like my mom always says, if you have a positive attitude, then, I mean, you can get through anything.
But it would take much more than a positive attitude to beat the disease. Months of chemotherapy lay ahead.
I'm giving him 4 different kinds of drugs. This is the only therapy that I've given so far where you give so many different types of chemo drugs.
Getting through the physical and mental effects of the disease was a grueling experience for Justin. But the Sun Devils forward says one vision in particular he kept in his head day after day gave him the strength to keep fighting.
Every single night before I went to bed, it took me a while to fall asleep, even though I'd just be exhausted, but I just lay there in bed just think about hitting a three or going down the court and getting a fast break layup or getting the right side on defense, as coaches say, and running through a pass and just things like that. I mean, I probably played about 500 games in my mind.
But Justin doesn't have to play mind games anymore. After completing 6 months of chemotherapy to shrink tumors in his abdomen, he immediately started working to get back on the court.
Justin Allen for three. A three-point goal by Allen.
Volleyball right to Allen.
From the corner for three. Allen buries it.
Fast forward to 2010, Justin is healthy and living the life he's always envisioned. You still remember how you felt?
Oh yeah, I think I'll remember that forever. I think it's something that's kind of like helped me motivate myself to keep going too. You know, the whole thing about never knowing what's going to happen in your life, and that's kind of the moment that my life just really changed, and changed for the better in what I believe and how I go about things, and I mean academically, and who knows where I'd be if that wouldn't have happened. That whole experience just made me realize how precious life is. I was told I was never going to have kids. You know, lo and behold, I ended up having one, and I ended up having 2. Mama.
Fulfilled another dream, to play basketball for a living.
I told her I wanted to play again, because I finally started feeling good. Because I mean, after my sophomore, junior, senior year, I get fatigued easy. I'd hit walls. I just never really felt great. And then finally, I started working out, and I just felt like myself again. So I told her I need to do this again. I need to do this for me, just so I know that I can play and I can feel good about my career and where it took me. And
they trekked around the world to countries like Australia, Argentina, and spent 2 years in Japan, where Justin remained a Devil on the roster for the Heat Devils. Now, after settling down back in Phoenix, Justin is coaching local high school kids, helping them play college ball just like he did.